Happy Saturday, my lovely nobodies. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel. Come on in, guys. I am so glad you guys are here today. So excited. It's a little rainy outside, but nonetheless, if we didn't have rain to water these beautiful flowers, this beautiful earth, we wouldn't have sunshine. We wouldn't have things that grow. So I appreciate the rain. I am so glad you guys are here. Guys, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, for supporting me and my whole spiritual gang. Just allowing us to be vessels to deliver amazing, beautiful messages of clarity, loving, and truth from spirit and from your ancestors and loved ones. If you guys haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. I would love the support. Um, Also like and subscribe this video. I'm sorry, like and share this video, and also hit that notification bell if you guys want to get the tea as soon as I get it from your ancestors, my ancestors that will be able to provide some type of truth or clarity for you. I will bring it to you. You'll be able to get it in the moment. So thank you so much. I also wanted to let you guys know that lovely nobody Instagram is now up and running. So guys, if you want to check out the lovely nobody, it's all one word, all lowercase, LOVELYKNOWbody at Instagram. So we're just growing, we're getting bigger, we're getting stronger. The vibrations are getting higher and higher. The more you guys connect, the more you guys subscribe, the more I'm able to tap into your energy, the more my spirits are able to tap into your energy, and the more your ancestors will pop in so that we can get to you as quickly and in the best way that we can. So guys, for all of you that are new, again, this is the lovely nobody channel. I am the lovely nobody. I don't think I've ever shared my name, but my name is Christy. Guys, a nobody, and that's KNOW body, is a person who just knows things. You just know things. You get amazing downloads from spirit, and you use them or you don't use them, and you're here in a wonderful place if you haven't been using your energy and your intuition and the messages that you do receive from spirit. But a nobody essentially is someone who does have an awareness that they have a hyper ability and intuition, which we all do. We all have psychic ability. Nobody's tap into it. Nobody's tap into it to use it, to be able to have hindsight, to have in the present moment sight, and to have foresight, to be able to provide information for themselves so that they can make the right choices, to make better decisions, and essentially to be 100% that we are always in our own energy. We want to always be in our own energy. We want to always be walking in effectiveness in our own energy, because if we don't, we'll just be walking around in another energy, not living our fullest potential, not being able to attain the things we really want in life, or the things that are really for us. So essentially, that's something that we don't want to do. So us nobodies are collecting or connecting. Yeah, we're connecting a collective of nobodies all over the world, and I feel like we're just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I believe that 100%. I have no doubt in my mind. So, guys, thank you so much. I love all of you, and it's just going to keep getting better. Guys, I just wanted to jump on today and do an intuitive reading. I did get a message in before I was starting this video, and I had already said that I was going to do a tarot reading today. I think a lot of times when you operate with the spirit, sometimes, and I've said this before in my videos, I don't like to do a script, because you could do a script and spirit will flip the whole thing. So I just don't do that by nature. But today I said, okay, let's pull some tarot cards today. And then as I was setting up, I was blessing my decks, and then I started to get messages. So that's intuition. So I just want to jump right in. Hopefully I won't take too much of your Saturday, but spirit says what they say. There's no disputing, there's no debating. I'm not on a time limit. I am completely a vessel for spirit and for the divine. And so yeah. So the messages that I got before I came on, guys, the first message that I got was someone is delaying the inevitable. And as soon as I got that message, or I heard that message, so I heard clairaudiently, someone is delaying the inevitable. And when I heard that clairvoyantly with my clear vision, I saw a child. So it made me feel like someone is delaying the inevitable when it comes to their child. So I'm getting the feeling, and I began to get the feeling that someone, one of you, someone in your energy, someone connected to you, someone has a child that has, there's something about your child. There's something about this child that you know that we're talking about here. This child has either some type of ability, this child has something about them that's special, that's not something that may be accepted or considered to be the norm, is what I hear spirit say. But what I wrote was, um, somebody is delaying the inevitable with a child. You know there's something about them, something different, something they will be challenged in life for. You think that by shadowing and covering them or this thing that it will help them, but it won't. Accept it or lose them later in life. So it makes me feel like as parents, I understand the need and the want to guide and direct our children. That is that is one of our main jobs and one of our major jobs in life. Having children is to, in our best way, shape and mold them so that they can step into life, into the future, and grow in the right path, and the path, and I guess for most of us it's the path that we consider to be the norm, or what our belief system believes to be the norm. But in this situation, and I feel like this is for a very particular person, I don't feel like this is like overall energy for a group of people. I feel like this is a very particular situation for a viewer, a subscriber, someone in your energy. Someone has a child with a special something about them. I'm seeing quirkiness. I'm seeing something that could be considered weirdness, and I love weirdness. I think again, it's perception. Perception is everything. What one person considers weird, right, might not be considered weird to another one. But what I feel is that this child is just, whatever this thing is, this child just is who they are. The child, it's not the child that has the issue. The child walks in whatever this thing is. Um, and I don't know if it's something that has to do with how the child talks, or how the child, if the child has, some type of psychic ability, or if the child might have sexuality things that they know about themselves that may not be considered the norm to most people. I'm not sure. But what I do get is that for the parent of this child, for whoever you are, Spirit wants you to know that you need to allow your child, and I don't know how old your child is. I don't know. And I honestly don't think it matters. You have to, because I feel like whatever it is, you already know it. And it's almost like you know it, and you know that later in life, this person is going to completely flourish in whoever they are. You're more concerned about what the world thinks, how the world will see them, view you, come at them, and you want to protect your child, and that's completely understandable. On the other hand, what you don't want is for your child to get older and to be in a position of walking and flourishing in who they are, their gift, or whatever the gift is, being able to walk in it, flourishing in it without you in their life. So meaning they're walking in it and flourishing in it after maybe they had a tower moment with you or other people about not accepting them for it. And that's why they walk and flourish in it more and better, because they had to face so much adversity, and you don't want that coming from you. So I get the feeling that there is a parent who is very concerned about a child who has something different that is about them. Spirit wants you to know that you are guided, you are supported, your child is as well. You guys are all protected. And if you just allow yourself to not be so, I guess, entangled in your belief system, so concerned and so worried about the outside world, because whoever you are, I just said earlier, Spirit understands that your child is okay in whatever this is. Your child may sense that you have some type of reservation, or maybe your child senses that you know whatever it is, and maybe your child hasn't even maybe openly whatever. I don't know. Maybe they have a gift and they don't tell you about it, but they do it in their room at night, or they're practicing in their room, or when they meditate and they pray, you hear things. Or maybe they have are coming into who they are sexually, and maybe the way that they wear their clothes, or how they dress, or how they look, or the type of makeup that they wear, whatever. You notice it and they notice it, but it's almost like an unsaid between you two. So spirit wants you to know that whatever this is, at the end of the day, it is your child. You love your child. There's no doubt that I feel there's love here for your child, but you want your child to ultimately be able to walk in your child's and in their own intuition, in their own knowing, just like you want for yourself. Okay, so that's the message that I got so far, but I'm just being drawn right now to my intuitive deck. And if there's any questions from these intuitives, I'm going to go to the tarot to clarify, but I'm just being drawn to this. Spirits, angels, and ancestors, spirit animals, the divine, God, the whole gang. What are the intuitive messages? What is the energy? What are the messages that we have for these amazing nobodies today who are in the room, who came to come and sit with me and chill? Guys, I'm in Georgia, so I don't know where you are in the world, but it's a little, like I said, dreary and rainy here. And I know there's been a lot of Mercury retrograde is still here. It's still hanging around. It's almost over, guys. I know you guys are tired of your phone calls dropping. A lot of technical things been going on. I've been talking to a few people that have been dealing with Mercury retrograde, and there's a lot of energy being drained, just being tired. It's almost over, guys. I've heard a few people had things, people hack into their bank accounts, a lot of technical errors. It's almost over, guys. All right, so I'm just gonna see with this intuitive deck what spirit has, and maybe it will be for this amazing parent who is so in love with their child that wants the best for them. And maybe we'll see. All right, 2 cards came, so we'll take both of them. All right, first card. Now let's get information. So this is a king and queen energy. This is somebody that just literally bosses up. This card was developed from the line in Beyonce song. I don't own the rights to Formation, but the line in the song that we were thinking about when we created this card was the line that says, I see it, I want it. I stunt, yellow bone it. I dream it. I work hard. I grind till I own it. This person, whoever this is not playing around. They're coming to boss up. They're coming to step into their own energy. And that's whatever that is. Whatever that is, they're getting information and they're stepping into it. The card that came with it, though, was I'm going to leave the door open. So this card means someone not giving up on a relationship, allowing new love into your life, keeping yourself open in a relationship. So, yeah, like I said, I feel like this formation card just, it really makes me feel about this child. I'm thinking about this child, and this child that I'm thinking about, I just get this. Something will come on TV, and it could be something as small as a commercial, and it's something that this child does that is just so full of energy, so energetic, so full of passion, just so bossed up. No matter how old this child is, they are getting information with whoever they are. Like, it's almost like I know that they're, even the child, the feeling that I get, it's like I know that there's something different about me, and I know that possibly in life this may stand out, or this may come out in some type of way, whether good or bad, but I'm just walking into it. I'm just am who I am, and I know that my parent may feel like I don't know, but I'm getting information. But this, I'm gonna leave the door open, makes me feel like this is you, mom, dad, caretaker, whoever this is. I feel like I said earlier, you know that this child, whatever it is that's special about them, you know that they have it. You know that it's something that maybe you don't understand, but you also know that it's something that it's not negative. It's not bad. And it's almost like I'm going to be open to just allowing my belief system to kind of drop a little bit, because at the end of the day, that's my child. That child has to grow up to their into their own person. They have to walk in their own knowing when they get older. Even now you want that child to walk in their own knowing and their own intuition. Okay. Suicidal. So this card is needing to kill something when it comes to a relationship with you and another person. You need to effectively kill it yourself. And in this situation, I do feel like it's that belief system. It's needing to kill whatever it is you think about this situation. And I even see, and spirit just showed me this child playing sports. And the type of sport that this child, or the type of it's either sport, dance, something extracurricular, but it has to do with moving the body, or so sports or some type of athletic dance, something that has to do with moving your body. But I see this child playing a sport that's almost like, because of the way they look, move, act, feel, think, however, on a day to day, you wouldn't think that this child would be playing that sport or doing that thing. So that's what I'm saying. This kid is so in formation with who they are. It's almost like I can't keep fighting with the idea that this kid is special. So I need to kill my belief system about why I feel like they're going to have a hard time in life, about why I feel like they're not going to be accepted by people, because this is more me. And I feel like, again, subliminally, you think about this, or the person that I'm talking about. But, and this child, and I'm not saying that this child has to be like a young, small child. This could be a teenager. This could be somebody who's 21 years old. I don't know how old they are. It doesn't matter how old they are. You are a parent who struggles with something that is different about your child. And it has a lot to do with you and your belief system. But Spirit is saying, listen, we see it. We know it. You're here with all of the nobodies. They're giving you love and support. And they're telling you that in order for you to be able to come to terms with this thing fully, because in their life, they are going to fully walk in whatever it is, whoever it is that they are. They need you. They would love for you to be on their side, but you have to kill something about yourself in order to be able to accept and to flourish in it with them, because they're going to need you, right? They're your kid. Next card is High Haters. High Haters. This definitely is the energy of your child. This definitely is the energy of the child. And again, guys, you also, the person watching, you could be the child. You could be the child who has the Spirit just told me that. The child who we're speaking about could also be the person viewing. But what I get more is that it's a parent here receiving this message who has a child. Like I said, take it as it resonates. You could flip these roles, but what I feel is that this is a parent that needs this message, because the child is like, hey, haters, you see what I got on? You see how I'm walking in my gift? You see how I'm doing this thing that you didn't, most people wouldn't think somebody who looks, acts, or thinks like me or talks like me to do this thing, but I'm doing it. I'm not worried about people challenging me, because I've been this way since I was young. I know who I am. I know my own knowing. I know my own intuition. I don't have strangers in my house. This kid knows. It's almost like haters don't bother me. And even on the back of the card, I wrote, someone not wanting you to succeed and not letting it hinder you. Welcoming adversity, determination, not being thrown off track. That is this kid. Next card. Things are getting clearer. All right, so this is future path bright. Details or secrets coming to light. Things are starting to come together for you. This card definitely makes me feel, from the entire energy that I felt, even the visions that I've saw, and even the messages that I've clairaudiently heard about this whole entire situation throughout this whole process, makes me feel like whatever it is that this kid has is going to take their future to another level. It's something about them that they are going to be needed for, used for in their gifts. So, for example, if they have a flamboyant personality, or they're super passionate when they speak about things, or they're high energy, for example, when things at work happen, or when things, let's say at their school, they may have events, this person is going to be the one that gets called on, to host the show, to do the presentation, or to lead in something, or to be the one that is the voice of, or the one that is called on to kind of, I'm hearing the word MC. So to kind of MC events, almost like whatever it is that they have, it's gonna cause something in their future to catapult, because they've always walked in it since they were young, and they've been this way since they were young. And I feel like this is you. This suicidal card is almost like when you get to the point where it, like suicide, which is a very, very, very tough thing physically, but soul wise, it can be a good thing, because we're effectively killing something that's not good for us. Okay, so what I'm saying is when you come to the point of suicide, especially soul wise, belief system wise, spiritual wise, it's almost like you're there because you've gone so long thinking one way that it's like there's no other way but to kill it. So that's why I said a few minutes ago that maybe this person, this child, is not young, because I feel like the energy of this parent is that you've been feeling this way, like, oh my God, like all these years, some type of belief system negativity has been attached to you about this situation that has to do with your kid, and you just have had it for so long. It definitely needs to die. Okay. This card says release your ex. So when in this reading, I feel like release the ex. So what I wrote on the back of the card was totally or the past view of them. Negative attachments from an ex. It will follow you to the next if not. The ex in this situation is the ex belief system, the old belief system that you have, or that you had and are working on effectively, and releasing these negative attachments about who your kid is, what your kid is doing, how your kid is moving, how your kid is living, how your kid is walking their path in life. Maybe they just chose to take the road less traveled by, and good for them, because if they did, it probably means that they did it in their own knowing, because I don't get the feeling from this kid, even if some of the things that this kid has done maybe doesn't look like it's going in the right direction to your eyes. At the end of the day, unless your child, like I said, is like a child that needs every thought and every decision, every choice. Maybe you have a child that has a disability or something. I'm not speaking about something like that, where in an instance where a child definitely needs to have almost every decision, everything maneuvered by their parents. I'm not saying that. I'm saying for the person who this is for, you have to release that belief system. You have to release the negative attachments that you have about why your child is, or in life, why people who might be like your child are how they are. So it could be attached to something else, some other phobia, some other, you know, stereotype that you have that you need to drop in order for this to flourish with your child. Next card, is this my energy? Is this even your energy? At the end of the day, this card makes me feel like parent, mom, dad, caretaker, whoever is or has been part of this amazing soul's journey, this amazing kid's life thus far. I feel like this is you wondering, like, is this even me? Like, why am I even thinking about this about my kid? Like, I know he's going to be great in life, or I know she's going to be great in life. I know they're going to do wonderful in life. I know that even now, when I see them act how they act, I don't see that they shy away from who they are. I don't see that they feel like they're being bullied about this. So is this even how I feel? Or is this old belief systems from how I grew up and how maybe my parents felt about this type of situation, or what that would have looked like in my day and in my time? Okay. So definitely ground and protect yourself. Definitely make sure that you're in your own energy, especially when dealing with a situation with our children. We always want to make sure that we're making clear, concise decisions when it comes to our children, guys, because we want to be in a really good place of being able to guide and lead and direct them. Overall, though, I definitely feel like whatever this is, I feel like you're already. I feel like, in other words, none of these cards need to be clarified. I feel like you already know that your child has something great about them, that your child has something just different that may not be accepted by the whole world, that may not be accepted even by people who are in their family, even by their friends. But I don't get the feeling that your child cares, and that is great, because that is the energy you should have. Whatever challenges your kid may face, I'm sure that you will be there for them. So prepare yourself for that, instead of preparing yourself to block or to hover or to keep them from experiencing the full energy of what their own life choices are and will be. There's no need to try to block those, because the inevitable, or the message was that you're delaying the inevitable, meaning it's going to happen regardless. Whoever they are is who they will be. No matter what you try to change about them, no matter what you try to tell your family that they're not, don't do that. Allow your kid to walk in their own knowing. Allow your kid to be in their own intuition and to make as many of their own choices and decisions that are healthy and that are available and possible at the age that they are. Because you want your kid to have input in their life. You do. Because as a child, we all want to be able to do what we want in life when we grow up. And I think when we're children, we don't think sometimes, is what I believe, a belief system that is not mine. So, anyways, I just want you to know that your kid is in formation. Your kid is not worried about any haters. Your kid is not worried about people talking about them. Your kid is not worried about any of that, okay? Release your ex beliefs, kill them. Your ex beliefs, kill anything that is keeping you from being able to accept your own child, or the child that you are taking care of, or the child that you're responsible for, that you have an obligation to. Don't let anything get in the way of you being able to accept and love them for who they fully are. But I think you're almost there, or you're already there, because it's like, I'm going to leave the door open. I'm going to leave the door open. And like I said, whatever this thing is, maybe your kid has not openly come and talked to you about it, but you just feel it. It's your child. You have intuition. We all have psychic ability. We all have this knowing. Okay? Leave that door open. Because when you do, they'll be able to come and talk to you, to be able to feel more comfortable, because mom or dad, or my caretaker, or the person who loves and takes care of me every day, is keeping the door open for me to be able to come to them in love and acceptance and clarity and truth, and just be who I am. Okay, guys, the last thing I'm going to do before we go, we got this new Work Your Light oracle cards, and I'm very interested in what the oracle has to say to put a last final stamp on this message. Spirits, angels, and ancestors, let's put a final stamp on this message for this amazing parent who has so much passion for their kid, who just wants to make the best choices and decisions when it comes to how to manifest in a good way with their kid and the amazing gifts, talents, or abilities that their kid has. Let's see here. All right, so this says soul family. Soul family. That's a beautiful card. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. These group of women, because I consider the dolphins to be women too, but look at this beautiful card. It's almost like they're so one. They're so connected, hand in hand, head to head, almost like heart to heart. So let's see the message for this card. And let's see if it gives us a little bit more insight as to how Spirit would like us to maneuver in this situation. All right, so soul family, it says call in your tribe. It's time to call in your soul family and support team. People who get you at a soul level. People who are the same kind of weird as you. People who are your chosen family. They are coming and they are looking for you. If you haven't found them yet, this is a sign that they are close by. But in order for them to find you and recognize you when they do, it is important that you stop dimming your light and truly let yourself be seen. If you have already found them, you are being called to let them support you and perhaps also assemble a wider support team. Your support team can consist of all types of people, such as a therapist, coach, mentor, or healer. Tune into what kind of support you need now. So maybe you need support for the type of like I said, the type of belief system or the type of energy or negative attachment you might feel towards this issue with your child or what they might come into. Maybe you need a tribe to help you get through that and work through that. Maybe you need a coach. Maybe you need a mentor. Maybe you do need to go to a therapist. Maybe you need to talk to people who also have maybe a child, or people who maybe who you already see flourish in whatever you see your child also flourishing in. So a spirit is compelling you to find your soul family when it comes to your child and what they are coming into. And remember, things are happening for your child, not to your child, for the child. Okay? So, guys, I hope those messages were able to help you. I hope those messages came across in the most loving, clarity, truthful way to be able to help you to be able to get closer to a knowing that everyone deserves to live a life in their own energy and in their own knowing. Everyone, no matter how old or how young, deserves to live a life walking their own path as much as that possibly can happen at whatever age that they are. Okay. So, guys, I love you very, very much. Thank you for tuning in today. And guys, just know that Spirit is always available to help you, to consult you, to guide you, to lead you. God just you're his baby. You're her baby. You're the divine's baby. Okay? There's nothing that Spirit does not want to do for you, help you with, help you walk into, help you help yourself into. Okay? So, guys, thank you to the Spiritual Gang for helping us out today, for stepping up in spirit and just delivering the most amazing messages. And I will check you guys on the next video. Until then, the lovely Nobody is out. Thank you, guys.